It's time for exciting live and local sports action on Richmond's very own WBON TV, the leader in local sports television. Remember to like our YouTube channel so you'll never miss any of our live sports coverage. And support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game. Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem! Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kopudek, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guarantee Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guarantee Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guarantee Bank.
Get a temperature of 103.7. On the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting. Jamie, it is a big game feel for good reason. As Coach Lovely's here with us, we'll get him on the air with us. Coach, step on in here. We'll get you on the air. We are live here on WBONTV.com. Coach Brad Lovely and his Lady Indians knocking off Madison Southern in the first round of the district tournament. And Coach, y'all built this huge lead there in the first half, and you knew Southern would make a run. Foul trouble, Talia Todd goes out. She played so well there in the first half. What were you telling your team to kind of aid in the stoppage of how Southern was playing there in the third and fourth quarter?
First of the year, we started out with Talia on the injured reserve list. The kids bought in. They knew that we could still compete at a high level without her. Not that we don't need her, but they knew they could withstand a little bit of time. And I trust her as a senior. to play with 4 fouls. I just didn't want her to pick up a cheap one.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about on the broadcast too, because you trust her, but do you trust the officials to maybe see her bump and not a foul that might not get called, but they might call it. You never know.
And Coach Turley did a good job of trying to isolate her on the block, and she was working in front consistently, but, you know, you never know. A good team's going to find a way to get your best player fouled real quick, and I just didn't want to pick it up too early. We had that nice lead, and we could withstand a little bit of a run. And I knew if we got into the minute left with the lead, we'll spread them out, and we're going to isolate and take them to the hole.
When Southern took the lead there in the fourth quarter, what did you tell them to calm them down and say, let's just keep executing?
Well, we were getting shots that we wanted, and I knew that we were eventually going to get a couple of those to fall. And it all started on the defensive end. If we could have just, our hands were low, I was trying to remind them, get their hands high, make them contested shots. And once they started doing that, we got a couple of good looks at the basket on the press. I think when he was pressing, we got Jakari driving to the basket, and it kind of got him off balance with the mismatch. I just told him to keep playing their game. I mean, just get the shot that you want and take it.
Well, you know, you got some revenge on their game earlier this season, revenge on the game from last year in the district championship game. Now you turn your attention to the district championship game on Friday night. What did you tell them in the post game about Berea or Model? Because you've seen what they can do. Those two teams they've been competitive all year long. It's not going to be an easy game Friday night. What did you tell them about getting ready for that one?
Well, I reminded them, number one, we've got a 12-hour window. Enjoy it. I love it, but after 12 hours, it's over. And we preached that all year. Number two, Cat's Paws came out earlier in the year and they picked us fourth.
Yep.
So we still have something to prove. They had Model above us, they had Berea above us, they had Southern above us. So we are by no means satisfied. So if we can just stay on our 1-degree course to the district title game and play the way we're capable of, I'll be happy.
So you district win, the first one under your belt. How's that feel?
It feels good. It feels good. It's always nice to win a game as a head coach, win district games, region games as assistant, but to win your first as a head coach, it's special. And I love those girls, and I'm glad I got to experience it with them.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Good luck on Friday night.
Thanks, sir.
That is Brad Lovely, the head coach of the Lady Indians of Madison Central, as they knock off Lady Eagles of Madison Southern by 4 in the first round of the 44th District Tournament. We will take a 3-minute commercial break and come back to Richmond for the boys' game. Coming back in 3 minutes on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Is everybody buckled in? I want to make sure you're buckled in. You're more important. Oh, guys, you're important too. Remember, everyone's important, so buckle up to and from the ball game. Come on, let's go.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on. Get real-world experience and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a Colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/Colonel.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
Back on WBONTV.com at midcourt right now, they are honoring Wayne Lanehart, who is a legend around the parts of Madison Southern. Jamie, he is a huge supporter of the Eagles, and he's excited for tonight, but he's kind of teary-eyed right now. He'll turn 50 on Wednesday, and the folks over at Madison Southern put a little montage together of some videos to kind of say happy birthday to Wayne Lanehart.
Yeah, it's been a great video. It's been going on for about 4 minutes. There's just so many people want to show him love and appreciation for what he's been for Madison Southern and Madison County sports for so long.
We are live here on WBONTV.com on 106.7 The Pinnacle and on WEKY. It is time. Central Southern, the boys game. They didn't play in the regular season this year. Central blew them out last year in the district championship game. Austin Newton and his team has played very well coming down the stretch. The same cannot be said for Allen Feldhouse and the Indians because they've lost back-to-back games. They lost to a very good South Laurel team, lost to a very good Covington Catholic team. Southern can't miss. Hunter Buchanan has been on fire. Jonah Wooten's been playing well. Tonight is the night, though. Can Southern keep up their play, and can Central kind of overcome the inconsistencies of their season?
Right. What are we going to see tonight? Are we going to see the trajectories that both teams are on continue? If so, Southern's going to have a big edge. Or are we going to see the teams kind of get back to all percentages come back to 50% at some point? Is tonight going to be that night for either team?
I'll be shocked if this game doesn't come down to the wire just like that girls' game. And I wouldn't be surprised if either team builds a big lead, but both teams are so good and both coaches are so good that they can make the proper adjustments to make this game close down the stretch.
Yeah, you're talking about the hot shooting. Southern as a team over the last 5 games has shot 45% from the three-point line, and that's taking 78 attempts, so it's not like they're not shooting the ball. They're shooting a lot, and a lot are going through the hoop.
Wayne Lanehart getting a hug from Brandon Fritz. Listen, this guy is all Madison Southern, but getting a hug from the principal at Madison Central, I'm sure he'll take it. Congratulations to Wayne Lanehart. Happy 50th birthday, Wayne, as we're getting you set for the tip-off between the Eagles and the Indians. That is all you need to know, folks. The men will follow up the women. A 4-point win for Madison Southern, or making Madison Central there in the girls' game, and now it's the boys' turn.
The girls' game was fantastic. Southern down big, came back, took a short lead. It was back and forth down the stretch. You and I called the All-A championship game in here. I think it's so much louder tonight than it was then.
Our time for our Jack Burford Chevrolet keys to the game. Jack Burford Chevrolet. It's a great time for a new Chevrolet. Get over to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check out their entire inventory at jackburford.com. Jamie, I think the key for Madison Central is you can't turn the ball over, and you've got to play within yourself. Cole Brown and Braden Ray, they've been inconsistent. They've been the top 2 guys for Madison Central, but it seems like only a couple of times this year have both guys had big games. If both of those guys have big games tonight, the Indians should win. For Madison Southern, just keep knocking down the 3-ball.
Absolutely, yeah. You mentioned Hunter Buchanan. Chad Fugit's shooting 48% like on the season.
Yeah.
The Asbury commit. If they are hitting shots, it's as we've seen over the last 5 games, it's hard to keep up with the scoring no matter how they're playing defensively and no matter how good you are on the other end.
We're glad to have you tuned in, folks. Do not go anywhere. Remember, we are live on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting, Madison Central, Madison Southern. And we are coming your way. The starting lineups, Coach Hamilton in the house, EKU head coach. Hey, how about the Colonels, Jamie? They're playing good, 4th in the OVC. They'll be playing in the OVC tournament next week.
Their baseball team beat LSU last week.
Yeah, number 11 in the nation.
Yeah.
EKU baseball on fire. And how about the host? They are so good at hosting the tournament as well.
You want to just hold us?
Samantha Burford will have the PA announcement for you as Ray White is the PA announcer here at EKU. He will have the starting lineups for us here between the Indians and the Eagles. Live on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting. and WBONTV.com. Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins, if you are watching on WBON TV, make sure to hit that like button. You can share our feed for the folks that may not know we are live. Let's turn it over to Ray White, the PA announcer here tonight.
Here inside Alumni Coliseum on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University for 44th District Tournament High School basketball action. Our second game tonight features the Eagles of Madison Southern High School and the Indians of Madison Central High School. Now let's meet our starting lineups. First, for the Eagles of Madison Southern, with a record of 16 wins and 13 losses. At guard, a senior, number 4, Colby Sebastian. At forward, a senior, number 20, Chad Fugate. At guard, a senior, number 22, Hunter Buchanan. At center, a sophomore, number 41, Nate Turner. And at forward, a senior, number 44, Jonah Wooten. The Eagles are coached by Austin Newton. And now the Indians of Madison Central High School with a record of 12 wins and 17 losses. At guard, a freshman, number 12, Jalen Davis. At guard, a junior, number 22, Cole Brown. At guard, a junior, number 23, Braden Ray. At forward, a freshman, number 24, Trey Skaggs. And at forward, a junior, number 33, Alex Rogers. The Indians are coached by Alan Feldhouse Jr. Your officials for this evening's game are Raymond Lightfoot, Brian Adair, and Nick Conway.
And let's get it going, folks. The 44th District Tournament here at EKU. And Jamie, it'll be Nate Turner, the sophomore, tipping it off with Alex Rogers, the junior. Winner advances to Friday night, the district tournament first round game. And man, this has got a big game feel to it.
It really does. Championship atmosphere, like chills. Hard not to have them right now. Both crowds going nuts before the tip.
Tip is controlled by Brown. The Indians will get possession first, and Colby Sebastian matched up with Cole Brown. Looks like an extended zone for Madison Southern as Sebastian all over Cole Brown. Now Braden Ray with it. Now Trey Skaggs, the freshman, back to Ray. They find Rogers in the corner. Rogers steps in across the floor to Davis. The freshman guard, three-pointer short. And it's going to be saved by Davis. To Braden Ray. And we've got a whistle. Let's see what's on. They're going to call it on Nate Turner underneath. I think Turner a little bit too far under the basket to draw the offensive foul there.
I think that was on Jonah Wooten, 44.
You always got those early game jitters. The girls got rid of those quick. Let's see if the boys can do the same. Special thank you to our great sponsors, like our friends over at Kentucky Farm Bureau. For all your local insurance needs in Madison County, make sure and call David Mayo in Berea, John Rader and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau in Richmond.
Gets them both.
So 2-0 Madison Central lead off the free throws of Braden Ray. Chad Fugate with it for Southern. Fugate, bounce pass over to Buchanan. Deep three for Hunter. Banks it in! What a start for Hunter Buchanan. Nothing new for that young man. He has been on fire.
In the last 5 games, he shot 59 three-pointers and made 56% of them. It's ridiculous.
Rogers gets the offensive rebound but turns it over. And Madison Southern will inbound with Buchanan, Sebastian, Fugate, Wooten, and Turner, the starters for Austin Newton's team. Turner comes in. Stolen away by Davis. Now Braden Ray, an easy layup at the other end. It's a 4-2 Madison Central lead as one turnover each way. Gives it back to Madison Central, the lead. Here's Fugate. Long pass up to Jonah Wooten. Wooten stops across the way over to Fugate. Chad, nice decision to stop and float it over the extended arm of Cole Brown. It's 5-4, Madison Southern. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, quick start for both teams here, getting buckets. The girls' game is very low scoring. I think we may end up with a different result here.
Skaggs out to Davis. Three-pointer, in and out. Rogers the rebound. He can't finish. The ball tipped around, and Nate Turner grabs it for Southern. Sebastian, long outlet to Chad Fugit. Fugit fires it up. No foul call as Fugit hits the deck.
He got bodied pretty hard there. He sold it a little bit. Maybe that's why he didn't get the call.
Pass underneath to Rogers. Offensive foul as Trey Skaggs charges over Nate Turner. 6:07 to play in the first quarter as the Indians' big man runs over Nate Turner, who took the charge.
I haven't seen Central play as much as you have. You talked about them playing within themselves, and it really seems like each and every guy is trying to do just a little bit too much early here.
Here's Fugit. Wooten, open three on the right wing. Jonah Wooten knocks it down. Wide open, and Wooten makes the defense pay. It's 8-4 Madison Southern. Brown down the left sideline with it. Back over to Skaggs. Trey, nice feed inside. Rogers blocked from behind, but a foul on Chad Fugit. Jamie, we know about the history. This has been Madison Central's district for as long as Alan Feldhouse has been here. They have not missed a regional tournament. Talking to Austin Newton and his guys, that's why to them it would mean more to get this win in the first round of the district tournament.
Right, it's not only a win for them, it's an accomplishment that they haven't been able to pull off in such a long time. And with such a big group of seniors.
Yeah, 10 seniors that were honored on Friday night. Rogers knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw on the way. It's good. 8-6, 5:41 to play. Buchanan will inbound. They'll come into Sebastian. A little man-to-man token defense by Central as Sebastian brings it up the floor. Colby over to Fugit. Tell you what, Sebastian just doesn't stop talking. He is a kid that just has a motor, and he is a high-intensity player for Austin Newton. Buchanan gets inside but lost the handle. Taken away by Davis, the freshman guard. Tries the Euro step, and they're going to call it travel against Jalen Davis.
Yeah, I generally think the Euro step's a travel anyway, and he got caught up, tripped up with Wooten there and slid.
You know what it's not?
What's it not?
The British step.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't call it that, so you can't leave the broadcast area.
You're going to call my bluff and give me a leave, aren't you?
Sebastian down the right sideline. Colby hands it off to Nate Turner. Turner, Rogers all over him defensively. Over to Sebastian. Good matchup here with Davis, the long, lengthy freshman guard for Alan Feldhouse. Sebastian throws it up top to Turner. Now over to Wooten. A lot of motion, a little dribble drive for Madison Southern as Wooten dribbles in on Ray and got it blocked. Central back the other way. It's Rogers to Ray, out to Davis. He'll pump fake, step inside. Rogers three-pointer. In and out. Rebound.
Looked good on the release. That was a good-looking shot by Rogers.
And Rogers, for a big man, has got a good soft touch on his jump shot. Turner up top with it. Now over to Wooten. They've kind of slowed things down a bit on the scoring column here, Jamie, in the last couple of minutes. Wooten finds Sebastian, and we're going to have a reach-in foul called against, I believe, Davis. They do call it against the freshman. 4:21 to play. Madison Central, Madison Southern, first round of the 44th District Tournament. Wooten comes into Buchanan. Hunter off the curl. Three. Ball is good.
It's almost comical at this point.
Southern has knocked down three three-pointers already in the first half of the first quarter.
To be clear, they've attempted three three-pointers in the first half of the first quarter.
Davis left it short on the floater. Fugit with the rebound. 11-6 Madison Southern. Chad Fugit on the attack. Gets inside, finds Nate Turner underneath. 13-6 Madison Southern, a 7-point lead.
Excellent no-look pass there by Fugit, getting into the lane. Dropping it for an easy bucket underneath.
Cole Brown across the floor to Skaggs. Skaggs to Ray, now back to Skaggs, over to Davis. Another three-pointer on the way. This one hit nothing. Rogers the rebound, he can't finish. Ball tipped around, out of bounds. Madison Southern basketball. Luke Coleman will check in as Jalen Davis struggling in the early stages of the first quarter.
We talked about the hot shooting of Southern. In the last 3 games, Michael, Central has only hit 21% of their three-pointers. So not only has Southern been hot, Central has been extra cold lately.
Sebastian up the floor. His team holding on to a 7-point lead. Execution has been big for Southern thus far. Sebastian out to Samuel Lee. His three-pointer, too hard. Lee had just checked into the ball game and fires up the three that comes off. Now it's Braden Ray. He slipped and fell and puts it in.
What a bucket. Able to stay under control while you're on your way down.
Coleman denying Sebastian as Hunter Buchanan brings it up the floor. Lady Indians a 4-point win in the girls' game. In a game they had a 14-point lead at the half. In the fourth quarter, Southern came back, took the lead, but Central comes back and gets the win. A nice backdoor cut by Turner, but good defense as Braden Ray deflects it out of bounds. 13-8, 2:44 to play. Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins here with you. And Jamie, we talked about the big game atmosphere. The crowd is almost packed out. Alumni Coliseum here this evening.
They really, I mean, we talked about it earlier. We did the All-A Classic, and it wasn't anything compared to this, and that was a state championship game.
Harden checks in for Rogers. Harden played well against Covcath on Friday night. Here Sebastian gets around Coleman and lays it in. Great move by Colby Sebastian, and now him and Coleman. Little talking as they come down the floor. I like it, though. It's the district tournament. Talk to one another. Let them know about it. Sebastian almost got a near steal. Thrown away by Buchanan. Buchanan up to Sebastian, and Colby blocked by Braden Ray from behind.
He let him hear about it, too. A lot of chatter from both teams out there.
Skaggs will make that. Brown drives baseline. He can't finish. And the rebound to Buchanan, who is hit hard from behind by Coleman. And Buchanan down on the floor took a hard shot from Luke Coleman.
Yeah, he gets up kind of slow. You see Colby Sebastian over there trying to rub his shoulder. It's a physical game out here. You hope that doesn't. Buchanan's kind of holding his jaw there.
I might need you to do that for me at some point during the game. Rub my back a little bit.
I'll get you. I always do.
2:07 to play in the first quarter. 15-8 Eagles. Buchanan going for the home run ball to Samuel Lee. Lee just couldn't run it down.
Just about a perfect pass. If you outthrow Samuel Lee, you've done something, though. Such an athletic kid.
Tobias Storm might have connected there, but Hunter Buchanan, who's a pitcher on the baseball team, he's got a good arm. Just didn't connect there.
Older brother Connor is a very good baseball player as well.
Davis
family.
Comes in to Skaggs, or tried to. Walter Smith, the deflection. Smith lays it up and in. Timeout, Madison Central. Eagles 17, Indians 8. It is a 30-second timeout. We will take it with them, folks, and come right back. Let's make it a full timeout. We'll come back on the stations of Falling for Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
As Cole Brown will inbound for Madison Central. He comes into Skaggs. 6 points for Hunter Buchanan to lead the way for Madison Southern. 6 points for Braden Ray to lead the way for Madison Central. It is a 9-point lead for the Eagles. Here is Ray on the right wing. His three is good. And Braden Ray's got 9 in the first quarter. Lead down to 6. And Braden Ray had been shooting the ball very well until those last 3 or 4 games for Central down the stretch. He went cold, and the team did as well.
Yeah, he's just over 47% from 3 on the season. That's including the last 3 games. So
Buchanan gets inside. Free throw line jumper, no good. Trey Skaggs will slow it down. Been impressed with the way this kid handles the basketball. He's a freshman forward and handles the ball like a guard sometimes. Cole Brown gets inside, and Samuel Lee wraps him up and commits the foul.
That's a good call. It went for the jump ball from behind. It's hard to get that call. You know, that's what I like. I've seen Madison Central do over the years is they have a tall guy. They don't automatically stick him underneath. If you're big, we'll teach you to handle the ball, play guard at the next level.
Inside to Harden. He's blocked from behind, but they're going to whistle a foul on Turner, I believe. It'll be 2 free throws for Will Harden. Yeah, and there's a reason that Coach Feldhouse is a Hall of Famer. The guy is state champion. He's had so many incredible players come down the lineage of Madison Central. You look at Dominique Hawkins, Kenja Bosley, Isaiah Cozart now playing, Dustin Gerald playing college basketball, Isaiah Mentor is at EKU playing college basketball. Austin Newton trying to get his program where Central is. He respects Coach Feldhouse and the way that he has built Madison Central up. Newton wants to do the same with this Eagles basketball program.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job with the youth down in Berea, trying to get the programs that feed into him to buy into his system, to buy into his style. That's the way the best programs around the state do it.
Forces up a shot, couldn't knock it down. Good defense by Cole Brown. Brown normally guards the opposing team's best player, and Brown the kind of athlete and defender that can guard really 1 through 4 on the floor. Here's Davis over to Ray. Ray calling for a screen. He'll get it from Harden. Fugit hit the deck hard. Harden's got it out to Davis. His three-pointer. This again comes off. Harden the offensive rebound. Put back no good. Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Madison Central.
Very physical. Continues to be a lot of contact underneath the basket on both ends. They're letting them play a little bit. I like that.
17-12, 30.3 to play in the first quarter. Davis is the inbounder. He'll come into Ray in the corner, swing it around to Skaggs. Skaggs back to Ray. Ray's got 9 already in the quarter. Davis dribbles it up. Now over to Ray. Ray gets inside. His jump shot is good. Ray's got 11.
He's on fire tonight. Southern brings in Walt Smith and Colby Sebastian. What they lack in height, they have a ton of effort, but I don't know how they're going to match up with these much bigger guards once they penetrate.
Sebastian gets in on Davis, spins around, tough shot, won't go. Ray comes in for the rebound, and the first quarter comes to an end. Madison Central 7, or make that Madison Southern 17, Madison Central 14. It's going to be this way throughout the game, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back in 1 minute on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON-TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
For all your local insurance needs in Madison County, make sure and call David Mayo in Berea, John Rader and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau agents in Richmond. Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins, a special thank you to Jenny Heyman, Madison County attorney, for also sponsoring the broadcast of tonight's game between the Indians and the Eagles. Glad to have you tuned in here on WBONTV.com. Here's Sebastian. Up top to Lee. Back over to Sebastian, 7:48 to play, and a 3-point Madison Southern leads when the second quarter begins here at EKU.
It's been a while since Southern's been able to find the bottom of the net.
That ball deflected off of Harden. He hit it last. It'll stay with Southern.
And credit Central for their great defense and rebounding. Looking at the first quarter numbers, they've out-rebounded the Eagles 13-5. And that's really has been what's kept them in the game so far.
Yes, Southern has scoreless in the last 2:06. They have not scored a point in the last 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And in that time, Central has scored 6 in a row to trim that lead down to 3. Sebastian gets a screen, backs his way in, now gives it off to Lee. Lee across the floor to Turner. The sophomore big man fires it up and knocks it down from deep, 20-14. And if Turner hits his threes, this team is a different ball club. Harden gets inside for an easy 2. A nice find from Braden Ray. It's back to a 4-point Madison Southern lead. Back and forth we go. Sebastian comes across the middle court line, the half-court line, and gives it up to Turner. Turner back to Sebastian. Over to Turner again. Hit one on the last time down. This one way short. Lee tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. And Jamie, it's one thing to say if you knock down your shots, you're going to win, but Southern takes so many threes, and they get a lot of good looks from it. If they knock them down, they are very hard to beat and can beat with anybody.
I think the phrase live or die by whatever you insert there is usually ridiculous, but they really do live and die by the three.
Davis stepped out on the sideline. Kobe Sebastian continues to chirp a little bit as he came in and applied a little pressure defense on Davis, and the freshman wasn't ready for it. Great defense by the senior guard.
Yeah, it looked like there's some contact there, and again, I love the fact they're letting him play a little bit. That's the way basketball should be.
6:25 to play in the first half. Here's Turner with it up top. Turner dribbles right, hands it off to Sebastian, who runs behind him. Colby calls out the offensive set. Over to Fugit. Fugit up top to Lee. They work it around over to Wooten on the left wing. Jonah back up top to Fugit. Chad makes a move on Brown. Off the glass. No foul call. They are letting them play. That's the third time that Fugit has hit the deck hard. Out to Skaggs. Corner three. In and out. Harden the rebound. Another offensive rebound for Central. Braden Ray a three. His three comes off. And Lee with the rebound for Southern. Sebastian attacking in a hurry the other way. Colby backs it up. Looking around. Now drives in. Out to Turner. He'll try another three. This one right between the eyes.
He's not hit the rim yet. He's made two right through the net and one air ball.
23-16. Two big three-pointers here in the quarter for Nate Turner.
Davis for Central came up kind of slow at the end of that last play. Didn't really get back on defense. Not sure if he's hurt or he's just banged up a little bit.
Jumper comes off from Davis. Sebastian makes his move, hangs in the air, misses the layup, and Jalen Davis commits the foul.
They called that foul, though. I didn't see any
much
contact on that one.
that we have seen in the last few minutes, both ways, to call that one.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Coach Feldhouse talking to the coach, or talking to one of the officials. He's still mad about the timeout that he called in the first quarter. He wanted a 30-second timeout, and the officials gave him a full timeout, so they charged him a full timeout.
Yeah, he's still all about that.
Sebastian knocks down the first free throw, 24-16. Sebastian with 3 points now.
Rogers back in, had a big first quarter, had 4 boards.
And Sebastian knocks down a pair of free throws, give him 4 points, 2 of 2 at the line. And it is a 9-point Madison Southern lead here in the second quarter, 5:01 to play. Cole Brown has yet to get going. Let's see if he can get it going here. That shot short, and the rebound, Jonah Wooten corrals it for Madison Southern.
Southern doing much better on the boards here in the second quarter. Not allowing any second chance opportunities.
Sebastian going to slow it down for the Eagles. He's picked up by Brown. Sebastian hands it off to Fugit. Now over to Buchanan. Buchanan able to hold on to it somehow, and he just stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Just about ran into Coach Feldhouse over there. Trying to toe the line.
4.5 to play in the quarter. Braden Ray able to bail out Brown, who wasn't ready for the pass. Chenault inside to Rogers. Rogers makes a move, gets inside, missed it, got his own rebound. Rogers up and draws the foul on Nate Turner.
It's going to be his second. See if he stays in the game.
Jimmy, if you ask me, the pace and the way the game is flowing right now, it's all in favor of Madison Southern to this point.
Absolutely, and you got to wonder, I mean, there's the energy in the building, and it carries these guys, and at some point, one of these teams is going to hit a wall at this pace, and you just got to hope it's not your guys, which Southern plays a lot of guys, so maybe that's going to benefit them if we do start getting winded here.
Central now 5 of 7 at the free throw line as Rogers hit 2 of 2 the first time he was up there, missed the first on this time up. One more free throw for Rogers, and he hits every part of the rim before it drops. 25-17, 8-point Madison Southern lead as Austin Newton calls out the offense for the Eagles. Right side over to Wooten. Jonah Wooten dribbles it up. Bounce pass over to Fugit. Fugit over to Lee. Lee drives baseline. Behind the back dribble. Lost the handle. Braden Ray saves it, but they're going to say it was out of bounds. Jamie, this game means so much. Everybody putting their body on the line.
And we saw it in the girls' game. They were all over the floor, especially in the second half, putting their bodies at risk to get a win. I find it so interesting to watch this Southern offense. Nobody ever gets in the paint until somebody drives.
Yeah. Sebastian to Fugit. They just work the ball around so much, and they get the shot they want most of the time. Here is Sebastian. Going to be called for an offensive foul.
That was an interesting call. I don't know if he initiated the contact. He definitely took the brunt of the hit there as he was running off of Rogers.
First foul against Sebastian. Conrad checks in. Now Walter Smith, as Fugit will have his first breather. Sebastian goes out as well.
Coach Newton trying to get an explanation for why that was whistled on Sebastian.
Indians bring it up with Brown. Cole drives in. Offensive foul. Conrad checks in. Jamie immediately makes an impact.
Apparently they didn't watch film on Colby Conrad. And that was exactly the right call. He was set up for got to get your calendar out to check that one.
I think he baked the cake before he was waited on the player to come into him.
At least some cookies.
Now I'm hungry. 25-17, Walter Smith on the right sideline. He finds Wooten. This Eagle team very patient offensively. Good job by Skaggs. Trailing Buchanan, but not allowing him to get the shot off. Now Hunter hangs. Can't finish. Lee skied up for the rebound. Now the ball is loose. Lee's got it to Wooten. Jonah drives in. His floater too hard. Ball tipped around. Braden Ray lost it. Now Cole Brown couldn't handle it. And it looked like it went off of Central, and the Eagles will keep the basketball.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. Again, very physical on the rebound there, and they let them go and let it play out, and it worked out for the Eagles in that situation. Turner's back in the game with 2 fouls, 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Buchanan will inbound. He'll come into Smith. Smith. Dribble on the right sideline and looking up top, finds Wooten. Now back to Walter Smith.
Picked his dribble up a little too soon there. Didn't have a guy cutting to get the ball yet.
Now Turner with it. Big Nate Turner, man, this kid. We feel like he should be on the football field, Jamie. Moves so well for a big man. Smith's got it, guarded by Chenault. Walter Smith, speaking of football players, he's a pretty good one. Walter lost the handle a couple of times, now keeps the possession alive. Smith out to Lee in the corner. Lee across the floor over to Wooten. The Governor with the basketball on the right wing, and the Eagles want to talk about it. 2:26 to play in the second quarter. Timeout, Madison Southern. We will take it with them and come back on the stations of Falling for Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become
The Pinnacle, where you can catch my man Jamie Boggs, my co-host tonight, or my co-partner, whatever you are.
I can be your boss. That's cool.
Well, does that mean you'll pay me?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
But you can watch Jamie, the morning show host of 106.7 The Pinnacle, every weekday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
You know, usually I get up early. I prep for the show. After the excitement of this game, not sure I'm going to be able to go to sleep so early.
So that you have to literally wake up tomorrow, Jamie. Here's a Lee three from the left corner. Chenault the rebound as the Indians come down the right sideline. They trail by 8, 2:11 to play in the first half. Buchanan defensively on Rogers inside. Alex backs it out. Now over to Braden Ray. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Ray gets inside, back out to Rogers. Jumper on the way is good. They say he had a foot on the line. It's a 2-pointer. It's a 6-point Eagles lead as Buchanan will inbound to Walter Smith. Smith down the right sideline. Calls out the play. Smith up top to Turner. Now over to Wooten, the governor. Now it's Buchanan on the left wing.
Central's done a really good job keeping Buchanan from getting a shot.
Tough shot. And Buchanan with 2 defenders on him, Jamie, as you talk about it, knocks it down.
That's my bad.
Hunter's got 8, and the lead is back to 8, 27-19. Rogers out to Skaggs. Worked over to Brown. Brown lowered the shoulder, offensive foul. And a great job by the Eagles defense, Jamie. I know you don't like it. They take a lot of charges.
Well, I'll give them this. Every charge that's been called tonight has been legitimate. They're not calling the flops tonight.
Those are the ones you don't like. It's the flops.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That was a lot of contact right there. Whether his feet were set, I don't know, but he got hit for sure.
Colby Sebastian up the floor for the Eagles. Sebastian dribbles right. Colby matched up with Chenault. Now it's Wooten up top. Jonah Wooten. Go back over on the right side to Sebastian. We are under 1 minute to play in the first half. Alan Feldhouse will talk to Samantha Burford at the half. Get his first half thoughts. His team down by 8 as we speak. Buchanan got it with Ray defending. Hunter will give it back off to Sebastian as Coach Newton calls out the offensive set from behind the play. Now it's Wooten with it up top. Wooten will give it. Well, thought he might give it back to Sebastian. Now he does as Coach Newton holds up 5. That's the play call. Sebastian to Fugit. Brown defending. Chad at the top of the key with it. 17 seconds to play. Now they go over to the right side to Sebastian. Now they will try to score. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Wooten's got it. Over to Fugit in the right corner. Chad's 3. In and out. Rebound to Skaggs. 4 seconds to play. Chenault fires it up at the buzzer. It will come off. And the first half comes to an end. Samantha Burford will talk to Alan Feldhouse and get his first half thoughts as the Indians lead or trail by 8.
All right, Coach. Nate Turner from Madison Southern has been lighting it up tonight. What are you going to tell your team at the half to go against that?
I mean, we're giving them open shots. When they're not going to miss too many open threes. More disturbed about our offense, and we're just taking quick shots. I mean, they love to take the charge. We're not coming to jump stop, just out of control, taking quick threes. I mean, they're going to hit some threes because they take a lot of them. We're going to do a little bit better job offensively.
Are you concerned at all about the pace of the game? They seem to be controlling the tempo.
Well, now we got to put pressure on them. You can control the pace when you're scoring. It's a little bit harder when you're not scoring.
All right, good luck, Coach. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute commercial break, and when we come back, we'll hear all the halftime statistics right after this message.
A part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
Back on WBONTV.com, Jamie Boggs. First half, seemed like Southern was controlling the tempo, controlling the pace, and they lead 27-19 at the half here on the Bishop's Small Engine Repair halftime show at Bishop's. The variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Visit Bishop's Small Engine Repair on North Estill Avenue or on the web at bishopsmallenginerepair.com.
Speaking of variety, we've had a variety of Madison Southern Eagles hitting shots.
Yeah.
Continue the hot shooting. They're 5 from 9 from deep. Got 3 different guys that have hit. Hunter Buchanan's 2 for 2, and they're all over him. To give Central credit, he only has 8 points because they've limited his opportunities.
Yeah, Buchanan in the game, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from deep. Nate Turner knocked down 2 3-pointers. Both of those guys have 8. 3 points for Jonah Wooten, Colby Sebastian with 4. 2 points for Chad Fugit, which is surprising. He's been their top scorer the entire season. He's going to play basketball at Asbury. He has 2 points in the first half, yet they lead by 8.
You know, in the games that I've seen Chad play, he doesn't just take over a game. He's going to contribute. Kind of all of his points are quiet points, and I've seen him have slow first halves and come back to still put up 20, and you don't even notice.
What we saw in the girls' game was that Madison Central put a 14-point lead. Southern came back, took a lead in the fourth quarter. Central came back and won by 4. We know Alan Feldhouse is going to make the proper adjustments. His freshmen, Trey Skaggs, Shaylin Davis, the young guys didn't really play well there in the first half. Now you get a half under your belt. We'll see if they can kind of take a deep breath, come back out in the second half, and fix the things that didn't work there in the first half.
And that's really been it. Coach Feldhouse said it at halftime. They're rushing their shots.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they're running any
Pressing
kind of
a bit.
Besides Brandon Ray, who has just hit the shots that he rushed, their offense hasn't been fluid whatsoever. What's kept them in the game is the rebounding battle. They've doubled up Southern, 20 rebounds to 10, and that's going to keep you in any game if you're owning the boards like that.
8 of those offensive rebounds and those second chance opportunities. Even though they don't have a lot of second chance points, they have been able to keep in the game because of that. In the first half, you got 11 points from Braden Ray. He was 4 of 6 from the field, did knock down 1 3-pointer. 5 points for Alex Rogers, 3 points for Will Harden. Here's the biggest surprise for Madison Central. Nothing for Cole Brown. You got 2 points for Chad Fugit for Madison Southern. Nothing for Cole Brown. Those 2 guys are your top 2 scorers. Those 2 guys have been playing well all year long. Yet in the first half, they got a combined 2 points.
Yeah, Brown averages 18 points per game. Fugit 20.6, and nothing from them. And I don't know that that's decreased the quality of play at all. Especially for Southern, the role players are contributing in such a way that the Fugit hasn't had to get the buckets.
Yeah. We are live here on the Bishop's Small Engine Repair halftime show. Again, at Bishop's, the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. You can visit them online at bishopsmallenginerepair.com. Jamie, our first half stats served up by Gillum Sports Lounge every single game of the 44th District Tournament. You can watch it live at Gillum's. Just go over, tell them you want to watch the ball game on WBON TV, and they'll get you set up with 2 TVs in the dining room and 1 in the bar area. At the half, it's 27-19 Eagles. We'll take a 3-minute commercial break and come back on the stations of volume for broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
Is everybody buckled in? I want to make sure you're buckled in. You're more important. Oh, guys, you're important too. Remember, everyone's important, so buckle up to and from the ball game. Come on, let's go.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokedek, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
We are live on WBONTV.com. Jamie Boggs and Michael Watkins. And Jamie, this first half, all Madison Southern. And it wasn't that Central, played bad. They've played the way they have in the last few games where they've been inconsistent. I mean, Braden Ray, now he's been your top scorer. Cole Brown coming back down to earth. And those two guys have got to play well for Central to win the big games. We saw how well they played against Covington Catholic. Cole Brown in that game dropped 37 points. They beat Seneca just a couple of weeks ago when both those guys played well and Braden Ray hit the game-winning three-pointer. They have got to get Cole Brown going in the second half. Now, I will say this. In this season, Central has been a second-half team. They have played better in the second half. If that rings true, which is only an 8-point game, but this second half could be a dandy.
Oh, yeah. And we kind of talked about it before the game. Both of these teams are still on that trajectory they were at going in. Southern's still shooting hot. Central's still trying to make things happen. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm always a believer in things coming back down to earth and coming back down to neutral. Southern hasn't come back to neutral in a really long time.
Austin Newton is coming out of the locker room. Samantha Burford will grab him and get his first half thoughts. 27-19, 3.5 to play. Or excuse me, 3.5 until the start of the second half. But it has been such a fun game. You just see the way the two teams are playing. And I know Central's struggling right now, but Coach Feldhouse is going to say something or do something to get them ready to play here in the second half. And if Cole Brown doesn't score double figures here in the second half, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, and this is when big players come to play. You got your back to the wall. Sorry, I was looking for Coach Newton. You got your back to the wall. You have no other choice but step up or go home, and we're going to see that, I think, from these Central guys in the second half.
27-19, your halftime score. And again, the Indians shooting just 27.3% there in the first half, 1 of 10 from behind the three-point line. Southern shooting 41.7% from the field. They shoot 5 of 9 from the three-point line. So the three-pointers falling for Madison Southern. Madison Central not as much. And both teams got good looks there in the first half. Here comes Coach Newton. Samantha Burford will grab him and get his first half thoughts. Again, the halftime score, 27-19. Let's go over to Samantha and hear from head coach Austin Newton.
Coach, a lot of times in the past at Madison Southern, they haven't handled the pressure of this district tournament as well as your guys have. How do you feel like your athletes are doing and are going to hold up in this second half?
They're doing a good job handling the press. Colby Sebastian and Walter Smith have done a really good job all year of handling the press. In the past, we have not. You're right. We haven't handled the press well. So we just got to continue to value the basketball and not turn it over.
All right, Nate Turner is definitely on fire tonight. You're going to give him the ball more, obviously, in the second half.
Yeah, it's tough because they're sticking to our three-point shooters right now, so it's hard to get them open. So we got to do a good job in the second half of going off the bounce. Getting it to the
Okay, that you couldn't have scripted. That you couldn't have scripted.
Hey, Mom, how you doing?
Yeah. All right, sorry.
We got to do a better job of getting into the lane off the bounce. That's going to make a really good clip, by the way, isn't it? Is that going to be on a blooper somewhere?
That is probably going to be on YouTube.
All right. I'm a little dizzy right now. Good to see you.
Good to see you. All right, we're going to throw that right back to Michael, and I'm going to go see the medic.
That was awesome, Samantha. Listen, she handled that pretty well, though, Jamie.
A lot better than you would have. I feel like you'd be in the fetal position at this point.
Well, listen, you know I don't handle contact on the basketball court very well. Let's take one more commercial break. Let's take a minute break, come back, second half coming your way on the stations of Falling for Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
Back on WBONTV.com. Jamie Boggs, Michael Watkins, second half about to come your way. From here in Richmond at EKU, it's the first round of the 44th District Tournament. Second half about to begin. Cole Brown will inbound. Skaggs, Ray, Alex Rogers, and Jalen Davis, the five starters in there for Madison Central. And Skaggs will get the inbounds pass deep in the backcourt. Fugit behind the play, but comes back in to knock it away and get the steal.
Nice back tip there. Fugit went for the steal in the inbound. He did not give up on the play. That's what you like to see from your senior leaders.
Sebastian makes a move, kicks it out to Fugit. In the left corner, Chad drives in, hangs, tough shot, knocks it down. That is a tough shot from Fugit, and the lead up to 10 for the Eagles to begin the third quarter. Here's Braden Ray. He gets in. Jump shot short. They're letting them play, Jamie. That could have easily been a foul.
Yeah, could have had it on each end there. I like this brand of basketball. We'll see if it keeps up.
Inside to Turner. Colby Sebastian finds you for an easy two and a quick timeout, Allen Fieldhouse. 31-19, 7:18 to play. It's a 30-second timeout for the Indians. And Jamie, not the start to the second half that Coach Fieldhouse wanted. And as this team comes into the huddle, Coach Fieldhouse says, guys, why don't we do what we just talked about in the halftime locker room? We talked about the adjustments. You've come out flat again, and that's what it looks like. They're just playing flat right now.
Right. They give one guy the ball, and he goes with it, and he's been taking more often than not an ill-advised shot, and they just haven't been falling except for Brandon Ray in the first half, and you see he misses the front end there, not off to the best start here.
10 points for Turner. (31-19). Brown lost the handle. Almost a turnover. Ray comes to it. Now it's Rogers. Swings it around to Davis. Davis out to Ray. Ray to Skaggs. And we've got a blocking foul called against Sebastian. Tried to sneak one in there, James.
Yeah, which he often does. That's going to be his second foul. And he, it's almost for him If he gets more calls than he doesn't, it's a payoff. Then it's worth it.
Davis is your inbounder. He tries to hit Brown. A little sneaky play. The Indians, listen, they perfected that whenever they had Dustin Gerald here and Isaiah Mentor. They would always kind of inbound it when the defense wasn't expecting it to Gerald on the block. That time they tried to do that with Cole Brown. They just couldn't get it into him. Davis lost the handle. Buchanan the steal. And Hunter Buchanan will lay it up and in. A little acrobatic shot by Hunter Buchanan.
Nice finish by Hunter.
And right now, Jalen Davis struggling with the pressure of the 44th District Tournament. Here's Skaggs. He gets in. Floater is good. 33-21. 6.5 to play. Kenyatta Harge, the 8th grader, set to check in for his first minutes of the 44th District Tournament.
12-point lead.
Now Sebastian working on Davis. Colby crosses over, gets in the paint, hangs. Good defense from Jalen Davis using that length. Pass up to Ray. Ray inside to Rogers. Rogers misses the layup and a late whistle and a foul called against Nate Turner.
Hate the whistles that don't get blown until after the shot rims out.
That's big for Southern because that's the third on their big man underneath. Nate Turner picks up his third personal foul. Alex Rogers at the free throw line. 33-21. Rogers knocks down the first. Alex tonight 4 of 5 at the line. The Indians as a team 7 of 9. Coach Feldhouse trying to coach up his freshman point guard. Davis struggling here this evening. And again, he's only a freshman, Jamie. Indians have had to rely on youth all year long, whereas Southern plays the mainly seniors. Other than Walter Smith and Nate Turner, the rest of their guys are seniors.
Yeah, they do have some good guys. There's a bright future at Southern, too, but I don't know that I've seen a team as full of seniors.
Yeah.
I see some pushing back and forth there between Ray and Fugit.
Here Buchanan, three-pointer on the way. This one in and out. Got a good look. Skaggs kind of left his hand up but didn't really pressure the shooter. Now it's Harge in the game for the first time. Buchanan goes flying. Skaggs gets inside. Trey can't finish. Ray the rebound. Ray off the glass. He draws the foul on Chad Fugit. That is going to be the third team foul against Madison Southern, and Braden Ray will shoot 2 free throws.
And for the first time, this has been like a series of events that have not gone Southern's way. Not liking the calls. A lot of boos from people in Southern sweatshirts behind us.
Ray misses the first. Braden Ray, 11 points there in the first half. He was 2 of 3 at the line. One more free throw for Braden Ray. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Will the free throw count? That's the question.
It should.
They're going to call it against Rogers. Free throw is good, 33-24.
That's, you don't see that thing happen very often there.
And I got an inadvertent horn, I believe.
Trying to clarify if the basket counted, I believe. Or who the foul
was on. Yeah, we'll call it on Rogers.
Yeah, it was certainly on Rogers. Not a lot of fouls called while the ball is just sitting dead on the rim like that.
Buchanan inbounds to Sebastian. Colby. Guarded now by the 8th grader, Harge. The senior guard with Harge all over it. Harge. Good defense. Sebastian gets around the defense, out to Lee. Lee drives in, and he traveled with it. Hesitation on 2 different occasions there for Lee. Had an open 3, didn't take it, then got inside, had a floater and didn't take it, and there's the turnover.
Yeah, I thought he traveled on the 3-point fake. Didn't think he traveled inside. May have been a makeup call. Either way, he didn't play like that like he should have.
Skaggs to Ray. Ray back to Trey Skaggs. Skaggs finds Brown at the free throw line. Back to Skaggs. He'll try a 3. In and out. Rebound to Harge. The 8th grader spins inside off the glass, and Kenyatta Harge will shoot 2 free throws. Good energy off the bench from Harge.
I tell you, he has been giving middle school teams fits for 3 or 4 years now, and I think middle school coaches everywhere are glad to see him playing up.
Well, that Cottle basketball team won their conference tournament And Kenyatta Harge, got the Hensley kid, who was amazing on the football field as well, Cody Hensley. That middle school program over at Caudle, the football team was incredible.
Every team just fantastic. Both
Harge
free throws good.
Knocks down to both. I'll tell you what, for an 8th grader to step up to the free throw line, Jamie, in the 44th District Tournament, first round, playing your cross-county rival, 2 big free throws for Kenyatta Harge. Now he's on the denial of Sebastian. Sebastian comes to get it. Colby, the emotional leader for Austin Newton's team. It is a 7-point advantage for the Eagles.
Nate Turner still in the game here with 3 fouls. He's going to take a 3.
Got it blocked, partially blocked by Rogers. Still almost knocked it down. Now Braden Ray the other way. Ray drives in, offensive foul. Braden Ray runs over Turner, and Turner dangerously taking the charge there, Jamie, because if he doesn't get that call, it's his 4th foul.
Absolutely. That was not the best decision, but sometimes you roll the dice and it works out for you.
7-point lead. Buchanan will inbound. Hunter comes in, bounds to Sebastian. Feldhouse in the ear of the official as he goes down the sideline. Sebastian slows it down for the Eagles. He dribbles left. Colby now goes to the back of the right side. Lee on the right wing, up top to Buchanan. Hunter Buchanan, the senior guard. Over to Turner. Rogers on him. Nate Turner shielding off the defender, goes back up top to Sebastian. Eagles patient on offense with a 7-point lead halfway through the 3rd quarter. Buchanan dribbles left. Now looks back over to his right side. He'll give it over to Sebastian as the Eagles, again, being very patient. Offensively looking for the best shot. Sebastian drives in and is going to be fouled from behind as he got around the defense. Jamie, that was a good possession for the Eagles. You take some time off the clock. It's still early in the game to be doing that, but they take some time off the clock, and then Sebastian will go to the free throw line, where tonight Colby is 2 of 2 at the line. He's got 4 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and missed the first.
And I think that's a huge mistake to take the air out of the ball. I didn't get the feel that that's what they were doing. I felt like they were looking for trying to get an open look, which has been the opposite of what Central's been trying to do.
Sebastian knocks it down, 34-26. Colby will grab a seat as the sophomore sensation Walter Smith checks in. Smith, the wide receiver, do it all on the football field, is on there in the basketball court. He'll defend Trey Skaggs. Now over to Ray, back to Skaggs. Nice feed inside to Brown. Ball deflected, out of bounds, off of Turner. It'll stay with Central. Indians trying to kind of force feed Cole Brown in the paint. Brown tonight, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. The top scorer for Madison Central has been held scoreless in this ball game. And I don't think it's really anything Southern is doing, Jamie. I just think the offense hasn't gotten him the ball.
Yeah, he's just not been able to find his rhythm in any way, shape, or form. Ball ripped away there.
Rogers lost the handle. Central down by 8 as Walter Smith attacks the other way. Smith gets inside, off the glass, can't finish. Harge rips it away from Nate Turner. And if that's on Nate Turner, that's his 4th. They call it on number 11, Walter Smith, and the Eagles catch a break there.
It really was a break. That could have been huge. Still not ideal, as that is their 5th team foul here early in the 3rd, but certainly better than Turner getting it called on him.
34-26, 3:14 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Braden Ray in the left corner. Ray out to Brown, 3-pointer on the way. It's good. You can't keep him down for long. And we talked about it, Jamie. If you get him the ball, Cole can take over a game for you. That's a big 3 for the Indians. They've cut the lead to 5. Now Walter Smith with it for Southern. He'll spin it around, back it up as the Eagles' backup point guard calls out the play. Over the right side, it's Lee. Lee dribbles left. Now crosses over, hands it off to Buchanan, who comes behind him. Now over to Walter Smith. Now it's Chad Fugit on the right wing. Back up top to Turner. Turner looked back door to Lee. Eagles like that backdoor cut. Indians were well prepared for that this evening. There's been no backdoor opportunities for the Eagles here in this ball game. And they're going to have a blocking foul or a foul called against Ray, I believe. Let's see. They call it against Samuel Lee.
Whoa. That's a huge call. Coach Newton is not going to love that.
It'll be Central basketball. Lee was the one that took the contact, and they called the foul on him.
Set a screen that got run through.
And now Coach Newton asking if they called it on White 24. The official ran down the floor.
Right, the one that made the call definitely intended for that to go against the Eagles.
Coach Newton trying to clarify who the foul was on. This official that he's talking to didn't make the call.
And the official that did make the call is hiding in a corner.
I would be too.
I hate to say negative things about the officials. He just simply pointed this direction, and Samuel Lee's going to go out. Jonah Wooten's checking in.
That's the third foul on Lee. Five-point Madison Southern lead. Indians hanging around in this ball game. Over to Cole Brown, who's got 3 points now. A big three-pointer a moment ago. Skaggs inside to Harden. Bounce pass to Hards on the baseline. Hards back to Skaggs. Skaggs cuts in. Turned it over. Chad Fugit the steal. Fugit one-on-one with Trey Skaggs. Hangs off the glass. Too hard. Skaggs the rebound. Fugit that time took off too far out, Jamie.
Expected contact. It never came.
Skaggs down the floor to Ray. Braden Ray gets inside, out to Hards, the 8th grader, a big three-pointer, knocks it down. Kenyatta Hards, the 8th grader, a huge three-pointer. And the Indians have cut that lead down to 2. Timeout, Austin Newton. He is livid. He does not like the call that was against his big man a few moments ago. It's a 30-second timeout. Coach Newton asking the official that did make the call a moment ago. It is a 2-point lead for Southern. And the timeout by the Eagles as Austin Newton talks to his guys. Got to be careful if you're Newton. You don't want to pick up a tee. This is a big moment for your team. A 2-point lead. And now the Eagles, Jamie, the momentum has swung back over to Madison Central.
This is the exact opposite of the girls' game. Big halftime lead for the Central girls. Southern battled back. Central ended up winning. Let's see if Southern can hang on here just like we saw in the first quarter. Just a big scoring drought here for the Eagles, and they need something to get the offense clicking again. I feel like they may be moving a little too slowly and need to have a little bit more urgency now.
34-32. Eagles do have the basketball. Coach Newton said his piece. Looks like he's calmed down a little bit now. His team needs to calm down and regroup. Buchanan dribbling on the left wing. Hunter goes to Wooten, guarded by Braden Ray. Wooten back to Buchanan. Buchanan spinning away from the defense, calls out the offense as Wooten cuts back door. Buchanan looking inside, in trouble, picked up his dribble. Turner comes to relieve the pressure. Now it's Chad Fugit with it. Walter Smith with 1:13 to play in the third quarter. Eagles 34, Indians 32. Smith looking inside, now backs it out with Wooten. For Madison Southern, the pressure hasn't been too big for you yet. Will it start to get to them as this game gets down the wire? Wooten comes to it. The governor with the basketball.
Coach
give it off to Smith.
Was expecting a backdoor cut there that didn't come. He's not happy with his offense right now either.
Smith going to take it himself, and we're going to have a blocking foul called against Harge.
Dude, that's going to be 2 on him.
44.5 to play. A 2-point Madison Southern lead. Walter Smith will inbound. That's the 4th team foul against Madison Central. They come into Buchanan. Hunter Buchanan to Walter Smith is the inbounder. Now it's Fugit on the right wing. Great defense by Cole Brown right there with him. Fugit's got it. Back up top to Smith. 35 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Really strong defense by Central here.
Yeah, Hard just came in. He's really provided a spark for the Indians. Turner, tough shot off the glass, won't go down. Good defense from Will Harden, and Central can tie or take the lead, this time down the floor. Skaggs comes to it. Trey guarded by Buchanan. Hart, who hit a big three a moment ago. Working around over to Brown on the left wing, 4 seconds to play. Ray drives in, Braden Ray. As the horn sounds, the third quarter comes to an end. It's an all-new ball game. We are tied at 34, heading to the fourth quarter, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back to EKU in 1 minute on the stations of Falling for Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Jeremy Abney commenting on our Facebook feed says, wow, what a game. I think that sums it up pretty good as we are heading to the fourth quarter. Tied at 34. It's not the district championship game, but it feels like it. Southern 34, Central 34. Fourth quarter coming your way here on WBONTV.com, 106.7 The Pinnacle, and 92.5 WEKY. Sebastian with the basketball for Madison Southern. Looking inside to Turner. Nate Turner backing his way down. Draws the foul on Harden. 2 free throws coming up for the sophomore, Nate Turner.
Southern really hasn't scored, it feels like forever, like back when you used to wear suede. It's been a really long time.
It was yesterday.
Okay.
I only wear suede on Sundays. It's Sunday suede is what I call it.
I like it. Suede Sunday.
Nate Turner misses the first free throw. It's his first free throw would tip the ball game.
At some point, Southern just needs to see the ball go through the net. They haven't seen that in what feels like forever, and there it is. We'll see if that can get them going, and Turner leads the Eagles with 11.
The Eagles didn't score for the last 4 minutes of that third quarter, and the Indians tied it up. Now it's a 1-point Southern lead. Skaggs, his three comes off, and Chad Fugit the other way for Southern. Fugit down the floor in a hurry. Chad hangs, puts it in over the extended arm of Cole Brown. Great defense, better offense. 3-point lead for Southern. 37-34, just underway here in the fourth quarter. Skaggs, they kick it around to Harge. Harge drives in. What a move. Can't finish. Harden the offensive rebound, but the layup won't go down. And Colby Sebastian grabs it for Madison Southern, and he'll bring it up the floor. His team holding on to a 3-point lead 1 minute into the fourth quarter.
Harge really looking like a veteran out here. I know we have a
whistle comes in. That might be a foul on Brown. It is.
It is. He and Fugit got tied up. He's claiming that Fugit grabbed his arm. It looked like his arm was around Fugit's neck.
What a basketball game. Austin Newton and the Eagles, Alan Feldhouse and the Indians did not play in the regular season. But here in the first round of the 44th District Tournament, it has been as advertised. A 3-point Eagles lead. 6:45 to play in the fourth. Sebastian with it. On the right wing, it's Wooten, the governor with it. Wooten to Sebastian. Colby looking around. Over to Fugit. Chad off the glass, too hard, and here come the Indians with the basketball, trailing by 3.
That was the right move, just didn't get it to fall.
Kick it out to Skaggs, the freshman. Bounce pass over to Brown. Brown back to Skaggs. And Trey, the big mismatch in size over on Sebastian.
I feel like that gets him more fired up if he's guarding a much bigger player.
Brown drives in, hangs, tough shot, good defense by Fugit, and Wooten who came over to help, and Wooten grabs the rebound. Now it's Sebastian, lost the handle, gets it back, and slows it down for Madison Southern. Austin Newton and his Eagles have scored 3 points here in the quarter. They lead 37-34. Sebastian with it. Colby with 5:41 to play in the fourth. Hands it off to Wooten. Jonah, bounce pass in the corner. Turner, 3 short. And it's Braden Ray who grabs the rebound for Central. Ray down the right sideline here in front of us. Over to Harden on the left wing. Harden steps into a 3. It's knocked down, and Will Harden ties it up at 37. Some young guys stepping up for Alan Feldhouse. Harge a big 3 there late in the third quarter, and Will Harden a big 3 here in the fourth to tie us up at 37.
See if the veteran leadership of Southern can make something happen here. The offense has been very stagnant aside from Fugit just taking it to the rack. They're not doing a lot of that right now. A lot of guys standing around. Not sure what shot they're trying to make happen. Entry pass, no good.
Sebastian throws it away. Will Harden did a good job. He was fronting Nate Turner, and then when he saw the pass coming, flipped around on the backside and got the steal. Coach Feldhouse telling his guys to move around on offense. Skaggs being stagnant with it up here with Buchanan on him. Skaggs drives in, bounce pass to Harden, and Will Harden will shoot 2 free throws as Jamie, that was nearly a 3-point play opportunity for Will Harden.
That would have brought the house down over here right in front of the Central student section. That would have been a huge shift. I mean, the momentum's kind of going Central's way anyway, but that would have got them going.
Harden will shoot the 2 free throws on the shooting foul, and he missed the first.
Fugit's going to take a seat. This is 3rd foul. I wouldn't leave him on the bench for long.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a long break for Chad Fugit. Harden splits a pair, and Central takes the lead for the first time since the early stages of the first quarter. Madison Central 38, Southern 37. 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Execution is going to be key down the stretch. Sebastian gets a screen. Colby spins away. Turner, three-pointer. In and out. Rebound to Wooten. Jonah backs his way in over to Sebastian. And Sebastian will set it up for the Eagles.
If I'm Southern, I think you need to get Buchanan a look.
Sebastian, good move, but can't finish, and Hards the rebound. That was a great move, but he could not knock down the shot, and Trey Skaggs can't handle the outlet pass from Harden.
Harden wasn't ready for it when he got it. Kind of startled by it and throws it away himself. Big break there for Southern.
Eagles will get the possession back, 38-37. Now Buchanan with it. He's been quiet here in the second half. They go inside to Turner. Harden deflected it. Now Buchanan's got it. Back to Turner. Another three-pointer. This one short. Turner quick on the draw here in the fourth quarter. Misses another attempt. And here's Harge. Nobody picks him up. And the 8th grader lays it in.
3-point lead now for the Indians.
Kenyatta Harge, the 8th grader who didn't play against Covington Catholic, comes in here and in the big moments has taken a huge step for Allen Feldhouse. Backdoor cut, Cole Brown picks up the foul.
Cole Brown literally had a handful of Samuel Lee's jersey. Doesn't like the call there.
It'll be the 1-on-1 bonus for Samuel Lee. And Lee and the Eagles have watched that lead evaporate here in the third quarter. Samuel Lee, first free throw, knocks it down.
Shooting 77% from the free throw line on the season.
Lee, it's his first point of the ball game as Buchanan now checks out. Fugit in. Coach Newton just trying to get some of his big guns, a late breather before the final couple of minutes of this ball game. Lee hits 2 big free throws, and it's a 1-point Madison Central lead. 40-39, 3:10 to play in the fourth. Here's Skaggs over to Brown. Brown back to Skaggs. Under 3 to play in the fourth quarter in the first round of the 44th District Tournament. Skaggs out to Brown. Cole Brown of Madison Central. Looking around over to Skaggs. Skaggs back to Brown. Now in the corner it's Braden Ray. They go inside to Harden. Harden bounce pass to Harge. Harge misses the layup, but Samuel Lee commits the personal.
Central's had so many close calls on that and one bucket. And I mean, they still have the lead, but really could break it open if they get a couple of those to fall.
2:42 to play. Harge, first free throw, good.
According to Carrie, who texts in, Harge's mom had her jersey retired. Tanya Denny at Berea Community School.
Oh, wow.
Legendary community basketball player down in Berea.
And her 8th grader has been huge here in the second half. Kenyatta Harge with 9 points, all of them coming here in the second half, and he's 4-4 at the line. An 8th grader, folks, in the first round of the 44th District Tournament. Coming off a game where he didn't even play Friday night. But he has stepped up big here for the Indians and provided a spark off the bench when they needed it. Here's Chad Fugit, the senior. Draws the foul, and now Fugit will shoot 2 free throws. It has been a quiet night for Chad Fugit and Cole Brown, the top scorers for each of their respective teams, a combined 9 points. Fugett's got 6. Brown with 3.
I haven't seen an official address who that foul was called on.
Cole Brown's got 4. So if it's on him, he's done. I've not seen him go to the scoreboard. You're right. Braden Ray has got 2 fouls. The scoreboard says 23. Trying to see who they did call. They called it on Braden Ray. So Ray picks up the personal. That's his second.
Fugett's been trying all night to get that call, taking several to the rack to draw contact, and that's the first time he's been able to get it.
Knocks down the free throw. Pressure moments. You've got to knock down your free throws. Madison Central, 14 of 18 at the line. Madison Southern, 7 of 9. Fugett knocks down 2 big ones.
Makes 84% of his free throws. That's insane for a high school kid.
We have seen this game blossom into a beauty. 42-41, and Trey Skaggs, the freshman forward, up the floor for Madison Central. They beat the pressure. It's Harge in the right corner. Kenyatta back up to Skaggs. Skaggs double teamed, bounce pass over to Brown. Brown, he bounced pass over to Ray. Now inside to Harden. They go back to Harge again. Harge draws the foul. Count the basket. And the 8th grader has taken over the high school basketball game. Kenyatta Harge with 11 here in the second half. And this time we'll try to cap off the 3-point play.
This free throw would give Central their biggest lead of the game. And, you know, yes, he scored 11 points, might make it 12 right here. The most impressive thing about his game so far, I think I jinxed that, is his lack of mistakes. He's an 8th grader. He hasn't made bad turnovers.
The moment hasn't been too big for him.
Right, he hasn't made bad defensive mistakes there.
Sebastian with it for Southern. Colby going to dribble in. Big possessions all the way around. It's kicked out to Turner. 3-pointer. Way off, and Harge grabs the rebound. Harge will give it off to Skaggs. And the Indians have got the game in hand as we come down the floor. A 3-point lead. Southern has got to get some stops. Brown drives in. Blocking foul called against the Eagles. And if it's on Hunter Buchanan, that will be Hunter's second foul.
Southern fans not happy with that call. I couldn't tell if his feet were set. There was a ton of contact there. If he didn't get in front of them, that's absolutely a block.
That is a big collision. I tell you what, Jamie, if you're driving down the road and you get hit like that, you might need to take your vehicle over to Renfro's Collision with locations in Richmond and Berea. As a big hit right there between Brown and Hunter Buchanan. Brown, free throw is good. 4-point Indians lead after Southern led at 1 point by 14 points in the third quarter. Central has battled all the way back to take a 4-point lead, and Cole Brown trying to make it a 5-point lead. He will.
Big players make big shots, and those were 2 big free throws.
They're going to come in to Sebastian. 5-point Central lead. Harge will pick him up. Sebastian. It's a screen. Up top to Fugett. 3-pointer. Missed it. Buchanan the rebound. Hunter got it blocked from behind, but a foul called against Harden. And that time, Jamie, I think Fugett was more worried about drawing the foul than he was finishing the shot.
Absolutely. He took a fall with minimal contact. Thankfully, Buchanan was in the right place, right time. I'm not really sure he got fouled, but got the benefit of the whistle. Going to try to cut into this lead.
Buchanan at the free throw line. Misses the first. I tell you what, when you're a senior, big moments like this, you got to convert. Buchanan with one more coming. Puts it up and puts it in. 46-42. Timeout, Madison Southern. It's a full timeout. We will take it with them and come right back on the stations of Wellington Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
46-42. Cole Brown will inbound. Indians lead and have the basketball.
Colby Sebastian right in front of us. A lot of words being exchanged. Kenyatta Harge.
I love it. The 8th grader right there with the senior Sebastian. Jawing back and forth. What a lot of emotion in this game, Jamie, as Cole Brown will call a timeout.
Picked up his dribble way too quick there. Had nowhere to go.
46-42. Another full timeout. Let's take it with them, folks. We'll come right back in a minute on the stations we're following for broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
46-42. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the Berea Model game tomorrow night.
I expect tomorrow's games to be just as competitive as these for sure.
Brown inbounds to Ray. Ray outlet to Harge. Harge lost the handle. Walter Smith with a steal. Big possession for Southern. Smith steps into a three. It's short. Rebound is loose as Conrad hit the deck hard. Cole Brown outlet to Ray, and Ray will lay it in for Madison Central. Kobe Conrad on the floor. He hit the deck hard as the two teams were battling for it, Jamie. Walter Smith had a wide open three-pointer, stepped into it, but just could not get it to go. And Conrad, man, he hit so hard on the floor.
He was up at full elevation for a rebound. It was kind of yanked it away, and his feet went out from under him.
48-42, 52.4 to play, and Conrad, the senior, hurt. And that was a tough shot, Jamie. You look at the way he went up high for that rebound, just battling for it. And got to give that kid some credit right now. I'd be crying and punching the floor. But he's a tough kid. He's a senior and hanging down there right now. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Sure, giving it his all for his last game.
The long rebound, it's a tough spot for the officials. You can't really stop the play, even though there's a kid hurt on this end.
Right, yeah, you can't give him the advantage for the injury on the other end.
And Coach Feldhouse talking to these three officials as Conrad steps off the floor. If that three had fallen for Smith, it would have cut that Central lead down to one. It was a good shot, wide open look, and just couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, some of Southern players chirping for a foul. That wasn't a foul that took Conrad down. That was just an unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, he was up so high that he couldn't control his body on the way back down. 6-point Central lead. You almost have to have a three-pointer. I know there's plenty of time left, but with the way Central shoots free throws, you got to think that it's got to be three-pointers for Southern the rest of the way. 6-point lead. Here's Sebastian. Lost the handle on it. Kobe gets underneath. Misses the layup. Hard's the rebound, and Kenyatta is fouled hard by Sebastian. And Kobe doing a good job there. It's one of those frustration fouls, Jamie. You miss the layup, and listen, Central fans wanting a flagrant foul. It was a hard foul, nothing flagrant. He didn't let him hit the floor. He held on to him. And just one of those plays where you miss the layup and you get frustrated. That's what happened there with Colby Sebastian.
Absolutely. That bucket's going to cut it to 4, and it was a good look. It was an up and under. That's a tough shot to make, and it just barely rimmed out for him.
Now the 8th grader back at the free throw line where he is 4 of 5 tonight. Missed the first. Cole Brown steps up to him, says, take your time, big man. Hard's 11 points, all of them here in the second half. Missed them both. The Eagles with a breath of life. 40 seconds to play. Buchanan here on the left side. Sebastian drives in. Off the glass, puts it in. Timeout, Austin Newton. That's what they were trying to do the last time down. And Sebastian couldn't finish the layup. Another full timeout. 48-44. Let's take one more minute commercial break and come back live in Richmond on the stations of Falling for Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
Affordable Service Solutions is the heating and air company you want to call when you want the work done right the first time for an affordable price. That's Affordable Service Solutions. Call Brian at 779-0122 for all your heating and cooling needs, plus Tempstar units at an affordable price. That number again is 779-0122. And remember, Affordable Service Solutions is your local Tempstar dealer.
Stay tuned for the postgame show brought to you by Chenault Vineyards, having their grand opening, season opening here coming up in March. Cole Brown will inbound it here as the Indians have a 4-point lead, 32.8 to play. They come into Ray. Walter Smith tried to get the steal. It's back over to Brown. And Brown fouled hard by Colby Sebastian. Our Chenault Vineyards postgame show coming at you here in 28.8 seconds, barring overtime. And we will crown our hometown dental player of the game on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show. Cole Brown at the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 at the line. 5 points for the leading scorer for Madison Central tonight. Only 5, averaging over 18 points per game, but knocks down the first free throw as Buchanan, Turner, and Fugit all check in for the Eagles. Brown will shoot another. Five-point Indians lead. And Brown knocks down both. Buchanan will come in to Sebastian in a hurry down the right sideline. Crossing over a couple of times. Gets inside. Sebastian can't knock it down. Layup no good, and Sebastian quickly fouls Will Harden.
He's out. That's 5.
And Jamie, we talked about it. You got to have 3-pointers, and Colby Sebastian the last 3 times down the floor for Southern. Make it the last 4 times has tried to get a quick layup. And Austin Newton with an embrace of his senior guard, who has been an emotional leader for his team this year, will have to come out due to foul trouble, or due to fouling out. And Trent Momberly giving Sebastian a hug, a senior who suffered a torn ACL in the summer games this offseason and was not able to play this year. It's a big piece that Austin Newton was left without, as Harden knocks down the first free throw. Walter Smith in, Nate Turner out. 7-point lead. Harden makes them both. 20.5 to play. Buchanan will come into Smith. Smith down the right sideline. You got to get some 3-pointers if you're Southern. They kick it out to Wooten. Jonah drives in. His floater is good, and a timeout, Austin Newton. 52-46, 6-point. Madison Central lead, and a quick timeout by Newton. 30-second timeout. Jamie, this game got away from Madison Southern when Kenyatta Hards checked in. We talked about it. Central was just playing so flat, and they had no emotion to them. I mean, they were they were playing okay, but they just didn't have any emotion. Hards checked in, provided a spark on both sides of the floor, and when he hit that three-pointer on the right wing, it just seemed like that was the difference maker that kind of propelled Central to be able to build this lead up to what it is right now, 6 points.
And that's exactly the word I was going to use, is spark. When he came in, started hitting buckets, especially the three you mentioned, everybody else's game changed.
Yeah.
It wasn't just his impact directly through his scoring, his rebounding, his defense. Everybody had a boost of confidence, and it certainly seems to be paying off here. 2-possession game, 11 seconds, probably insurmountable for the Eagles here.
Got to get a quick steal on a three, and the Eagles have been going for twos. They've been able to make a few, but Cole Brown will inbound. He'll come into Harden, and quickly Harden fouled.
Second went off the clock there. I'm not sure that was a second could have done that.
Harden tonight is 4 of 6 at the free throw line. A good game off the bench for Harden. 9 points, 6 rebounds.
Just knocked down 2 big free throws. Going to try to do it again and make it a 3-possession game. 10.4 remaining.
Kenyatta Harge has been huge here tonight for Madison Central. Did not play a single second of the first half and has come in here in the second half, and he's been the difference maker. Game not over with yet. Harden's got to make some free throws. His first one is too hard. Still 10.4 to play, but now you got to knock down three-pointers if you're Southern. You can't drive in for some twos at this point of the ball game.
You do, and Southern's got no timeouts. It's going to have to be a quick three, an inbound steal, and an immediate three after that.
Yeah,
and
Harden,
that's not going to be enough now.
Harden makes it a 7-point lead. They'll come in to Adams, just checked in. Adams quickly up the floor. They'll kick it out to Fugit. Chad's three, blocked by Brown. Ball is loose. Brown's got it. And Cole Brown will dribble it out for Madison Central as the Indians will win by the final score of 53-46. Brown put an exclamation point on it with a slam dunk that will not count. And the Indians knock off Madison Southern in the first round of the 44th District Tournament, 53-46, your final score. We will take a 3-minute commercial break. We'll come back here to EKU and wrap it up. Alan Feldhouse will join us on the post-game show, which is brought to you by Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards having their grand opening, their season opening coming up in March. We'll give you details on that in the post-game show when we come back on the stations of Wallingford Broadcasting and WBONTV.com.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
Here on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show, welcome back into WBON TV. The 2020 season opening is March 14th at Chenault Vineyards from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. They'll have wine tasting with 5 new wines, courtesy of Chenault Vineyard. Live music all day long, complimentary. I don't know what that word is, Jamie.
Me neither.
That's bad. But they're going to have a display of something at Chenault Vineyard and winery tours on the hour. Here on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show, the 2020 season opening on March 14th from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Alan Feldhouse will join us here on the postgame show here in a few moments. But first, Jamie, the Indians were down by
8 at half.
8 at half.
Yeah.
27-19 was your halftime score. And they come out and outscore Madison Southern 15-7 in the third quarter, 19-12 in the fourth quarter, and they end up winning by 7. The game a lot closer than that. It's a shame that this wasn't the district championship game. And not that these two teams are that much better than Model and Berea, but the atmosphere was so good here tonight. I expect those games tomorrow to be just as good. But the atmosphere, I don't know if it'll be the same as it felt like here tonight. These two schools, the cross-county rival. But I know that people complain about the draw and everything, but this year, I mean, the district was so competitive. We have seen 2 unbelievable, fantastic first-round games here tonight. Madison Central winning the girls and the boys.
Yeah, absolutely. The girls' game, Central had a big halftime lead. Southern came back and took the lead, and Central held on. Kind of the opposite here, except for Southern just could not find their rhythm offensively in the second half. I don't know if they were purposefully trying to kill some clock or just slowing things down. Hunter Buchanan only took 1 3-point attempt in the second half after being so hot. Nate Turner continued to take them and wasn't able to hit his, and it just wasn't clicking for Southern in the second half like it has been the last 5.5 games.
Again, here on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show, the 2020 season opening on March 14th from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. with wine tastings all day long and live music as well at Chenault Vineyards. For more information, go to ChenaultVineyards.com or check out the Facebook page of Chenault Vineyards. Now time to crown our hometown dental player of the game. His impact was unbelievable there in the second half. Kenyatta Harge didn't play any against Covcath. Didn't play any in the first half. He comes in the third quarter, provides a spark, scores 5 points in the third quarter, scores 6 points in the fourth quarter, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and was a huge spark. And I think that's the best way to describe the way he played tonight. On both ends of the floor, he was a spark that the Indians needed because they were coming out flat. And even in the second half, I mean, Southern got 4 straight points to begin the half. Harge was the difference, just providing energy, and I think that's what propelled the Indians to win tonight.
His big 3 gave Central the lead after they had mounted the big comeback. He kind of capped it off to give them their first lead. Defensively, he was able to stay in front of Kobe Sebastian and Walt Smith. They've been driving and kicking quite a bit in the first half, and he was able to stay in front of them really well and to slow their offense down. And credit Central's entire team defensively. They really stayed on all of Southern shooters and prevented them from getting open looks late.
Kenyatta Harge, our hometown dental player of the game here on the postgame show of Chenault Vineyard. The Hometown Dental Gym, they're going to give you $100 off of Zoom whitening treatment and free exams and x-rays. All you have to do to get that is mention WBON-TV when you go into Hometown Dental on Atwood Drive in Richmond. Mention WBON-TV. Get free exams and x-rays for new patients or $100 off of Zoom whitening treatment. Prom is just around the corner. Wedding season just around the corner. Whatever your occasion is, let Chenault Vineyard or let Hometown Dental help you out with the free exams and x-rays for new patients and $100 off of Zoom whitening treatment. We are awaiting Coach Alan Feldhouse, who was in the locker room celebrating with his team. They advance to the 44th District Championship game on Friday night. They will take on the winner of Model and Berea. And, Jamie, that game tomorrow night should be just as good. It was a game that came down the stretch, and both the girls and the boys, a game we had for you on WBON-TV about a month ago, should be just as good on Friday night. Tomorrow night.
That game literally came down to the last 0.3 of a second, which took 10 minutes to get the clock right.
Depending on what the score, the clock said, it was somewhere between 1.1 and 0.3, and of course they had the clock debacle. That won't happen here tomorrow night. And John Morgerson and his team actually played a game here in their last regular season game. So they've experienced this floor before. And on the girls' side, the Berea girls played here in the All-A Classic State Tournament. So they've had a game here as well. So as we await Coach Alan Feldhouse, we'll talk to him in a few moments. We'll take another commercial break and come back on the station still volume for broadcasting at WBONTV.com.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Back on WBON-TV.com, joined by the winning head coach, Alan Feldhouse. Coach, big win for your guys tonight. And I know, this atmosphere, it feels like it was a district championship game. Talk about the way your guys came back from down at the half to win the night's game.
Yeah, it was special. I mean, first half we just didn't play very good. We took 22 shots and 11 of them were threes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were settling for 3-point shots. Against that zone, you've got to have somebody that can execute in the middle of the zone. We finally found somebody that second half that knew how to operate in the middle and slow down and find the guys on the baseline. So our offense was much better the second half, but our defense was a lot better too. And that's what we thrive on. I mean, that's what we take pride in. And it was kind of embarrassing there the first half. I mean, we gave them some open threes, and after really focusing on a scouting report for a couple of days, and that happens. I mean, we had some young kids and not used to this atmosphere, and that probably explains a lot of it, but they finally settled down the second half, and our 8th grader was.
Oh, yeah. I was going to get to that.
He was special.
He was our player of the game. I mean, and when you brought him in, I mean, he didn't play in the first half. He came in the third quarter, and he provided that spark. That's what we kept saying. He was a firecracker on both ends of the floor.
Energizer bunny, and he's just the way he talks defensively. And we had him on the point guard, and he initiated everything defensively. He gave our other kids in there. That's the thing about this team. That's what I told them in there. We don't know from night to night who that guy's going to be that's going to come out of nowhere, because we do have some guys that can come off the bench and do that.
Harden played well tonight.
Oh, he played super in the middle of that zone. I mean, it's just textbook, fundamental play in the middle of the zone. Next game, I mean, Jalen struggled. That was probably asking a lot of him. He hadn't started all year, but I wanted some height on their point guard there early, so that's why we did it. And he rushed a couple 3-point shots, but I mean, he's a freshman. I told him, you got to forget about it. Play the next play. Play the next game. It might be him that's the Energizer bunny the next game. So it's just good especially after last year, it's good that we can have some options on that bench that could come in. I mean, we had 2 guys that were our players of the game, basically. I mean, Braden, I mean, he was tough from the get-go. He carried us the first half, but he's just so positive with the younger kids and makes them want to do the right things. But Will and Kenyatta were definitely the spark plugs there in the second half.
I want to talk about Cole Brown. You know, sometimes when you have a guy who's been your top scorer all year long, when you get in a moment like this and he's struggling or not getting the numbers you might normally see, he starts to press a little bit. Cole, it wasn't his night. Only 7 points. But he only shot the ball 4 times. He never really forced anything.
Yeah, the only 2 really that he forced are his 2 charges. Yeah, where he's out of control, and they did a good job on him. I mean, they focused their defense. That's why that middle was wide open, because they had a couple people focusing in on him. So it's nice that we've got a Will Harden that we can put in that middle and execute. And you got to remember also with Cole, he always gets the toughest assignment. The other team, and I think Fugit was averaging 20. I think he ended up with 8 points tonight.
He did, and everything that Fugit got was tough.
Tough, yeah. We made him earn everything. So we ask a lot out of Cole. I mean, he leads us in scoring. He leads us in field goal percentage. He leads us in rebounds, and he almost leads us in assists. I think he's only a couple assists from lead. So he can have a mediocre game every once in a while.
Let him off the hook, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, so now you await the winner of Berea Model. It's not your normal district championship game. Normally you see this game and you think it's a district championship game. Now you play Berea or Model. Now, it's not your normal Berea or Model team. They're very competitive this year. The Dorsey kid at Berea can play. Pingleton at Model kind of leads the way for them, so they're very competitive. When you look ahead to Friday night, what are you telling your guys after tonight's game to get them ready for Friday?
No, we told them the exact same thing. That Southern played both of those, and they were good games. And that game Friday night is important, so important, not to just win a district championship, but if you win, you get to host that first-round game. And I promised them, I said, if you'll take care of business on Friday and win a district championship,
shave your head?
I promise you we will get a decent draw this time, because we have not had. I mean, here we win the district last year. Scott County's one of the top 2 teams in the state, and I'd be dang if they don't lose in the district fight. And of course, that's who we draw. So I promise you, we're going to get a better draw this year. Henry Clay is really good. Lexington Catholic's really good, but they haven't dominated the way Scott County did.
Oh, exactly. Well, I mean, and Henry Clay last year was even better than I thought they are this year.
So we deserve, if we could take care of business, or if we deserve some luck with the draw, because it's been a long time since. But I'm telling you, Berea and Model both. I mean, those coaches both do a tremendous job. So we're gonna let our guys, we'll let them celebrate tonight, but tomorrow we'll let them rest a little bit, but come up and watch the game, see who we're going to play, and then we got to get focused again on Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, congratulations, Coach. We appreciate you stopping by. Go celebrate with your team, and good luck on Friday night.
Appreciate it, Michael. Thanks.
That's Ellen Feldhouse, the Hall of Famer and the coach of the Indians tonight, as they win by the final score of 53-46. I'll tell you what, if you were watching tonight's game, you might have seen some different bells and whistles that we have added into our broadcast. Austin Hanks, Gage Hill, Alex Carbosh, these guys were unbelievable tonight, Jamie. It's easy for you and I to look and sound good when you've got games like this, but when these 3 young men do what they did tonight as well, I feel like they should be the players of the game, because they were unreal. Austin producing and running camera, Gage producing and running camera, and this kid Alex Carbosh, who's going to the Bahamas tomorrow, is that right? He's going to be working on his tan tomorrow in the Bahamas. So, listen, we had an unbelievable broadcast tonight. Thank you 3, and also thanks to Jaden Johnson, our producer back at the radio station.
I've been getting texts all evening about how great this atmosphere was and how we were displaying it, so our production crew's been awesome.
I'll tell you how good the camera work was tonight, guys. Jamie's wife texted him during the game and said, "You look hot." And that's the first time, I think, since they've been together she said that. So
yeah, even before we've been together, she's never said that.
Well, I tell you, appreciate you guys working hard tonight, and appreciate you, Jamie. A fun broadcast.
Good game.
We're going to be right back at it again tomorrow. Madison Central wins tonight, both the girls and the boys. Model Berea tomorrow. It's round 2, the first round of the district tournament. It'll be Model Berea girls at 5:45. Our coverage will begin, and then the boys will follow around 7:45. It'll be a fun night once again tomorrow. Should be 2 really good games that come down the stretch, come down to the wire. We will see who wins tomorrow to advance to play the Lady Indians and the Indians on Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. And both of those games tomorrow I expect to be just as competitive as tonight. If you asked me to predict a winner, I really couldn't for either, which is the way you want it to be.
Donald Foster will join me on tomorrow night's broadcast, as we will bring you the coverage on all of our stations again on WBON-TV and on WEKY and The Pinnacle. From all of us, folks, Let's go rest and regroup for tomorrow on the stations we're following for broadcasting. We appreciate you for hanging out with us and on WBONTV.com.